Hello, my name is Matthias Kavodik, the welcome guys to my channel. Today we're going to talk about a really interesting Avengers miniseries that takes place within the context of the House of M crossover. It's written by Christos Gage. It's 5 issues long, and if you haven't read the House of M, go out get your hands on it. It's a fantastic read, and this story too. It's a lot of fun. Don't let me spoil it for you guys. It revolves around Luke Cage, his rise to power within the underworld of New York, how he becomes the Kingpin, how he builds up this Avengers team. It's sort of into sketchy business, but they're also protectors of humanity and Robin Hood figures that are stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. So the story starts off. We have Luke Cage. He's just broke out of prison. He was experimented on. That's where he gets his powers. He reaches New York. And when he arrives, he discovers the mutants have taken over because the House of M is like a utopia where mutants are in power, but they live in coexistence with humanity. But it's sort of dystopic because stuff that's not working, and that's like the main focus of the whole story of the House of M. And I don't really want to get into right now. So Luke Cage out of prison. He wants to pay a visit to Willis Stryker, who is the one that got him thrown into prison in the first place, who's Diamondback. And so when Luke Cage arrives, basically he beats the living crap out of him. And after he does this, Stryker's henchmen and goons to ask Luke Cage to say, "Hey, are you our new boss?" Luke Cage says, "Hey, I like how that sounds." So what happens is Luke Cage starts consolidating power. He starts taking down other crime bosses. So you see him fight against other old school Luke Cage villains. And he's sort of into some sketchy business, but at the same time, he becomes protectors of poor humans that are sort of like suffering under a little bit of mutant oppression. Also, as I think I said before, he sort of becomes like this Robin figure. He's like stealing from rich mutants and giving it to the poor people. So that's where he meets actually Hawkeye. When he's stealing from, I think he's actually stealing from Mastermind or something like that. So later on, Iron Fist joins the team. Moon Knight, Tiger also joins the lineup. And the other side on the police force, actually the dude trying to investigate and taking down Luke Cage is Thunderbird, the old school X-Men character that got killed on the second mission when the X-Men fought Count Nefaria. And he has like this really cool task force with the Blob on it, Avalanche, Boom Boom, Taskmaster, and later on the Punisher. The whole conflict is this confrontation between Luke Cage and Thunderbird, and also Luke Cage fighting against rival gangs. Like there's a gang called the Dragons, where Shang-Chi is the leader of that gang. And then there's another gang called the Wolves, who are actually the New Warriors. So it's like there's a lot of moving parts in the story. It's a lot of fun. And when Thunderbird realizes that he can't take down Luke Cage, he actually makes a deal with Wilson Fisk. So Wilson Fisk goes to war with Luke Cage, which ends up terribly for Wilson Fisk because obviously, as I said before, Luke Cage becomes the Kingpin in New York City. And then we get the final battle between Luke Cage's Avengers versus Thunderbird's team, where obviously our heroes come out on top. As I said before, like the fun part of this read is seeing all these rival factions and people like defecting to one side to another. One's betraying one guy. It's like there's a lot of moving parts. So that's why I do recommend it. It's a lot of fun. Got Taskmaster that he's posing as a mutant, and like when his teammates discover that he's not a mutant, like they're appalled, they're disgusted. It's like, how we shared, we passed so much time with this guy. He wasn't a mutant, man. That's so gross. So I'm gonna leave it here. I hope you guys liked it. Go out and read this. It's a lot of fun. See you guys next time. Bye.